Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fuller. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So North Carolina will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Snags it over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics. How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go right back to it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Ncaa. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He looks that one in nicely. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll let one go down the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Running behind that left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to put him having push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here on third down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The quarterback rode that RPO for a while, trying to make sure the defenders were wrong, and he took a big shot and couldn't quite connect.
And those RPOs make you wrong defensively regardless. Do I come up really fast and play the run, or do I stay back? Great job by the defense, understanding, seeing it, playing the pass really well.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Throws to the back. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Got his man in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical.
Touchdown, Tigers. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Coming out with it, it's Fuller. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Running back searching for a hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Catch in the middle, it's Fuller. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do. Now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high.
The expressway is wide open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Chambers. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. An impressive display there gets him 6.
Yeah, don't worry about throwing. This guy can run, too. Such a great dual threat. And when this guy lowers his shoulders, you can see he can do whatever he wants and get in the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
The Tigers are on the move. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're bringing heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Got enough space. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28, North Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That's caught. It's Abraham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Ramsauer. This time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a gap. It's Chambers. Makes the stop at the 49, giving 5 yards on the play and a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's back to throw on second down. And they got him for the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down.
He'll take a shot. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ncaa. Buys a little time with his feet. Open space at the 25. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Moyer trying to get to him. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's McKenzie. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. This game is well in hand.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Ramsauer. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Toss sweep right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. One more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Coming after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Second and 10 from their own 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass, it's Moyer. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but